Imagine standing at the helm of an army, entrusted with the defense of an empire, only to face one of the greatest crises of your career. Maximilian von Prittwitz, a seasoned German general, found himself in precisely such a position as World War I erupted. Born into an established Prussian military family in 1848, he was destined for a life of command and duty. Through decades of disciplined service, Prittwitz rose through the ranks, earning the respect of his peers for his strong leadership and strategic prowess. As Germany mobilized in 1914, he was appointed to lead the 8th Army, stationed on the Eastern Front, responsible for defending Germany's eastern borders against the immense Russian Empire. Prittwitz was no stranger to the pressures of command. His composed demeanor and methodical approach to warfare made him a trusted leader, but even he was unprepared for the scale of what lay ahead. In August 1914, the situation on the Eastern Front grew dire with startling speed. The Russian forces, massive and highly mobilized, began surging across the borders of East Prussia, creating a crisis that demanded immediate action. Prittwitz's 8th Army was stretched thin, facing a dual invasion by the Russian 1st and 2nd Armies, which significantly outnumbered his own forces. The Russian advance threatened to encircle his divisions, potentially leading to catastrophic losses. Prittwitz, assessing the overwhelming size of the enemy and the high likelihood of heavy casualties, made a decision that would define his career. He determined that a tactical retreat might be the best option to avoid devastating losses. Such a maneuver would allow his forces to regroup, potentially lure the Russians deeper into German territory, and perhaps set the stage for a more strategic counterattack. But his decision was far from simple. In Germany's military culture, retreat was more than a tactical decision. It was perceived as a weakness. The notion of withdrawing in the face of an advancing enemy, especially so early in the war, clashed with the German ethos of unyielding strength and the leadership's expectations of swift, decisive action on all fronts. Prittwitz's proposal to pull back and create a defensive line along the Vistula River quickly met sharp criticism from Berlin. For the German High Command, retreat was not only a question of land, but also a threat to the morale of the German people, who saw their army as unstoppable. To retreat, even if strategic, risked shaking national confidence and emboldening the enemy. His cautious approach, viewed by many as lacking aggression, placed him in direct opposition to the leadership's insistence on maintaining an unbroken front. Despite this intense pressure, Prittwitz stood by his decision. He believed that a controlled retreat was the rational course, one that could preserve his troops and allow for reinforcements. He knew that an ill-prepared advance could spell disaster for his men. Yet his hesitation to fully engage clashed with the ambitious vision of German leaders who wanted to project strength. His superiors saw his approach as undermining the country's resolve, especially during the war's opening days. The friction with Berlin reached a peak, leading to a pivotal decision. Ultimately, Prittwitz was removed from command, replaced by General Paul von Hindenburg and Erich Ludendorff, who would go on to deliver decisive victories on the Eastern Front. Though sidelined, Prittwitz's caution highlighted the intense pressures military leaders face in balancing strategic foresight with national expectations. His initial response to the Russian threat underscored his understanding of the complexities of warfare, even if his judgment wasn't fully aligned with the aggressive vision of his superiors. Maximilian von Prittwitz retired shortly afterward, living out his final years away from the demands of command. He passed away on March 29, 1917, a life shaped by duty, strategy, and the weight of difficult choices.